Hi, this is Sky with Politics NY. Schnepspedia is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes. And right now I'm with Julia Forman. She's running for City Council District 26 in Astoria, Queens. And Julia, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and why you're running for office?
Sure, absolutely. So I have been living in this area. I actually live in Dutch Kills in Queens since 2014. I am an attorney by practice, but when I moved here, I didn't just find a place to live. I found, a neighborhood I could call home and a community that really welcomed me in as an active participant. This is an area that has seen a lot of growth, but at the same time, what I was hearing time after time from my neighbors is a fear of being pushed out of their homes and separated from our community, and that is what eventually drove me to run. These are the people who took me in as a person in their community, and I want to make sure that the future of this district and this city is designed for people who live here, making sure that we have the infrastructure that we need, making sure that we're taking care of our small businesses and our schools, and just first and foremost of our neighbors.
So there's a lot of people running for that city council seat. What about you, Julia, do you think makes you the best candidate?
Sure. So I believe that by taking my years of experience practicing law, I worked within the city. So I do know how the city laws are used, how they're interpreted, how they're implemented. I believe by taking that experience with my dedication and my love for this community, I'm going to be able to hit the ground running. I'm going to be able to write laws that help people instead of catering to any outside interest. And I'm going to be able to help make sure that our COVID-19 recovery is focused on New Yorkers first and foremost.
And now talk to us a little bit about feminism. I know it's a big thread in your life with your mom and your beliefs and the Spice Girls in particular. So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So, I would be the first woman to be representing District 26, and I absolutely am a self proclaimed, defined, whatever feminist. I was raised by a mother and a father, I think, who are both self described and active feminists. I was never taught any real traditional gender roles. Instead, I could do anything that my brother could do. And there was that equality. But I also think, having grown up in the era of Spice Girls, where we were taught at 6 7 8 years old, girl power and lyrics that were all about, if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends, or stop and consent, and all of these things that sort of got into our brains. I've actually even done a PowerPoint presentation that I gave to a group of peers at at a party about 10 years ago in a Brooklyn loft, and had a room full of probably 50 some odd people singing along to Spice Girls songs and agreeing that they are the most feminist part of our upbringing. I mean, if you know the Bechdel test, this Spice World, the movie, passes it with flying colors. There's more than two women who talk to each other all the time about things that are not men. So I encourage everyone, while we're still kind of stuck at home, to rewatch Spice World, realize how feminist of a childhood movie it is, and how great it is that we were able to grow up in a world where girls were taught we're powerful, we can do anything we want, we can succeed, and we can support each other there. So that also is a reason why I'm so proud to have gotten the 21 and 21 endorsement. Let's get at least 21 women elected so we can continue this idea that women can do things, that we can be successful, and that us working together is the most powerful thing there is.
Awesome. I really want to see that PowerPoint presentation. That sounds really awesome.
I think maybe our campaign is going to have to put together a night where where I do that for folks. Come on Zoom, and I'll give my PowerPoint about why our generation is so lucky to have grown up with the Spice Girls.
I know, and we don't have another girl band or any other idols, I don't think, that are like that right now.
No,
So,
nothing where there's anything that's just about women and empowerment and all of that. I think that was a really lucky thing, and I do hope one day to pass that on to my children and make sure that they're listening to the lyrics and watching the movie as often as possible.
all right. Awesome. Julia Foreman, thank you. This is Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes, and I'm Sky with Politics NY.